old dudes like my grandfather.
Right.
They would have just a bunch of old matchbooks from different places.
And it was just part of the experience. On your way out the door, you would say, "Can I get a book of matches?"
I want to throw this out there. Do you have a collection? What do you collect? And something kind of not typical, like cards or action figures like Bort does.
Maybe something odd?
Yeah, like here, I'll give you because the reason I thought about this, like, does anybody have any odd collections?
No, I would just say, I mean, people would say shoes for me, but
That's not odd.
Other than that, I don't really keep stuff in my house.
Let me give you an example of odd, because there is a story about this 77-year-old woman in England who's been collecting bedpans for the last 40 years.
No, that's odd.
And she's been trying to sell all 163 that she has in her collection with no luck, believe it or not.
Who the hell would want that?
She bought her first bedpan at a Salvation Army back in 1984, decided to keep buying more because, quote, I just wanted to collect something different, and it snowballed. So she put them up for auction. Not even a single bid.
I'm not surprised.
She says they're clean, washed, and in fantastic condition, in case you're wondering.
I'm not.
That's really weird.
Just throw them out.
Very weird.
I wouldn't say I collect them, but somehow I've acquired a lot of salt and pepper shakers, which I told you that my most recent one was those antique ones.
It's kind of weird.
But I don't go out and look for them per se, but then for some reason, I do have a lot of different ones. Like
You're just attracted to
the
them.
fancy ones, the glass ones,
Do you
the
have a
everyday
display
ones.
case?
I have ones shaped like a cactus. I have the Christmas ones.
But what makes you buy them?
Yeah.
Just because you have other ones and you want to add to your collection?
I guess, so maybe I do collect them.
I think you do.
I collect them.
Sounds like you have a collection,
I
guy.
collect them very sporadically.
You should get some spoons as well.
Very
It's like when the
But
guy
you're
says, like,
always
oh,
on the hunt for them.
If I see something that's unusual, I would like them. Yeah.
Yeah.
you sound like the guy says, I don't have a girlfriend. You go, well, is there a toothbrush at your house? Do you have are there tampons in a drawer? Well, hey, I hate to break it to you. You got a girlfriend.
Yeah. Maybe I do.
Yeah, you have a salt and pepper shaker collection.
Ooh,
I even have one that looks like a bucket for sand, and there's a little scoopy shovel in there
Wow.
for the salt.
Cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
See?
And it's tiny.
Yeah.
See, I would say I collect, like Christmas sweaters or ski sweaters. I am always on the hunt for them. I can't stop buying them when I see them. And I don't need more.
No, because you only wear Joe Coy stuff.
I know, but at
Or a
Christmas
Woody
time,
show
what do
hoodie.
I
That's it.
always wear?
That's true.
That's it.
My sweaters.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
true.
just bought a new one, and it's July.
The Woody Show.
Somebody said they kept. This is more like a keepsake. It's not a collection, but somebody in the text said they kept the condom wrapper from when they lost their virginity,
Okay.
and they just can't bring themselves to throw it away.
I don't know if that's a collection.
It's too sentimental.
It's
Yeah.
a history.
I've heard of people collecting nutcrackers. I've heard that. Somebody on the text saying that
yeah.
too.
Oh, there's rocking horses from Hallmark that my mom loves collecting since I was a baby.
Yeah.
Like,
Are they porcelain? Like little ones?
yeah, little ones that are for Christmas.
We have Jesus, who says he's a collector of coasters, but not even fancy ones, like the ones that you see like in
Like at a bar.
Yeah, at
Right.
a bar, you
Bars
take
and
it
restaurants.
home. I
Those
get a
are
bunch
cool.
of those.
I like those.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have 100 or anything.
There was one that I forgot about that I have because I never wear them but I collect them for some reason. But jackets from restaurants. So like
Jackets?
yeah, they'll have like restaurant logos on them,
Oh.
like from Donut Shop or like Jack in a Box. They have a Panda Express one.
Panda Express
Oh.
jacket.
Yeah.
You got to wear that.
I know. I should rock it.
I didn't know they had jackets.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I never, when I worked at McDonald's, we never had a jacket.
No, it's like their merch.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a woman in the news, 77-year-old woman. She's been collecting bedpans for the last like 40 years. And she tried to sell her collection. She had like 160 some of them. Not one bid on the auction. I'm like, what a weird collection.
Some people collect like old medical devices. The,
Yeah.
the really old ones.
Those
Somebody
are
texted into
that's
their
weird.
boyfriend collects old laptops and computers. Or just technology.
So that's
Okay.
just clutter. That's
Yeah.
just garbage.
Yeah. Maybe he tries to work on them or something.
Maybe.
Still garbage.
877-44-WOODY. Hit us up with a text over to 22987. Let's go to Joey here on line number 2. Good morning, Joey.
Joey.
Good morning, all.
What's up? What kind of collection are you rocking?
License plates.
License plates.
I work in I work in automotive. I work for a tech company, and every state in which I travel to support when I go to a dealership, I ask for a license plate from that state.
Huh.
That's cool.
Nice.
I like that. I once saw this piece
Yeah,
of
so
art. it was made up of all the different states' license plates, and then they cut them into the shape of the United States.
Yeah, it made the map.
And I said, that is the coolest thing ever.
They have one of those at a diner by my house.
Do they? I
Yeah.
love that thing.
Yeah,
I
it's very
want one.
rustic, you know.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I like it.
Repurposed license plates.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, what do you plan to do with all these? Just kind of hold on to them until you die and let it be your kid's problem, or what?
They actually line the wall of my home office. And so right now I have a total of 33,
Okay.
34 including the state California in which I live. So I've been to 33 other states.
Okay. and
Nice.
then-
Wow.
So will you get the different variations? Like, let's just say you already have like a Pennsylvania plate, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Will you get one of the variations of that state's license plate, or just one from every state?
So sometimes I get a variation, but I replace it. And so the ones that I like are the ones that have images. For example, Georgia, my apologies. Georgia has a peach currently in the middle
Right.
of their plate. And so I'll get rid of one if it doesn't have artwork on there. I like the ones that present well.
Okay.
Cool.
Present well.
You need to get a dealer plate.
All right, Joey, thank you for the call. Appreciate you listening to the Woody Show. Have a great day.
Thank you.
See you,
You're welcome. Let's go to Teresa. Good morning, Teresa.
Good morning, Woody Show.
Good morning. It's like, hey.
I love you guys.
Aw, babe. Yeah. All right. So, weird, odd collection. What do you collect?
Okay, I'm not exactly sure when this started happening, but basically, I have a fascination with collecting anything that comes off of my body, whether it be scabs or my nails fall off, or skin flaps, or my hair. And I will take these things and put them in little containers and hide them around my mom's house in different areas. And usually I'll let my brother know where I'm hiding things, just in case if somebody needs my DNA someday to like clone me or something, if I'm not here.
What? So, wait,
Yeah.
that's the reason that you do it, just in case they ever need to identify you?
No, if they want to clone me, if I'm not here,
Oh.
if they miss me too much.
Wow.
Oh, you know they will.
Yeah. Not clones.
But do you have to keep doing it? I mean, once you
Right.
have some DNA samples, I think you're good.
Yeah.
That's... Okay.
What's the oddest one? Okay, of all that
How much it's gonna take.
of all that stuff that's come off your body, what's the oddest one that you jarred up and kept around?
Well, I mean, I've collected a lot of my hair and stuff, and I'll sneak them into like my boyfriend's hoodie jacket and all this stuff just in case he needs it. And then, but I think the biggest thing was like my big toenail just fell off.
Okay.
Uh,
You know you sound
Yeah.
nuts,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a fetish or a
Have
collection?
you murdered somebody before?
Like, oh.
This is
What kind of job do you do? Do you have a job?
I do.
Just give me the industry. Don't tell me exactly where you work. Just give me the industry. Like, what kind of work do you do?
I work at a coffee shop, but I'm currently almost done with nursing school.
Nursing school. All
All
right. Well,
right.
you can get a lot of parts
Yeah,
there.
you're going to
Yeah.
have full access. It's going
Yeah.
to be so exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, Teresa, thank you for the
Teresa.
call. Appreciate you listening to the Woody Show.
Bye.
Bye.
You love you.
Wow.
We
I bet you her
love-
boyfriend's
all
real
right.
satisfied.
This is-
Yeah,
that's
Or they say the crazier they are, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
True.
that's very weird.
So
Yeah.
satisfied.
Let's go. Jeez. Let's go to Henry. Good morning, Henry.
Hey everybody.
What's
Hey.
up? What's the oddest collection you've got?
I travel around to different dispensaries and collect lighters.
Lighters?
Like Bics, Zippos, torch lighters, just any type of dispensary lighter with their logo on it.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
I've got
So
about 40 right now.
so I guess they're all like logoed up. They have like a logo on them.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to tell where they're from.
About
Kinda-
40 lighters right now.
Yeah, people used to do that with matchbooks. Remember, Greg?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yes.
That was old
I had
timey.
a giant container of matchbooks.
You did? Yeah, because
Yeah.
there was always like old dudes, like my grandfather.
Right.
They would have just a bunch of old matchbooks from different places.
And it was just part of the experience. On your
Yeah.
way out the door, you would say, "Can I get a book of
Yeah.
matches?"
Well, it's because you used to be able to smoke places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now it's like, what do people need to have matchbooks for? Because you can't smoke in there anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Lighting a candle, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I appreciate the call, Henry. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to The Woody Show.
Yeah, Henry.
Of course, man. Thank you guys.
All right. It's like, B. Let's go to Brian. Good morning, Brian.
Brian.
Good morning, Woody Show. How you guys doing today?
We're doing
Good.
great. I'm still thinking about the chick who collects all that stuff that falls off her body.
Very
Yeah.
disturbing.
Scabs.
Oof.
Yeah, mine's nowhere near that bad.
All right. Yeah, what do you got?
For several years, I have been collecting American flags. I prefer anything before 1959 with 48 stars. But a few years ago, about 5 years ago, at an estate sale, I came across an internment flag, which is a flag that's draped across the soldier's casket after they pass away. It turned out that there were no other family members to take that flag, so I purchased that flag and put it in a special place in my home. And since then, I have now collected 17 internment flags.
Huh.
Wow.
And then you just keep them in the frame and everything?
Yes, I keep them inside the triangular frame, and generally inside each box are 3 spent bullet casings from the 21-gun salute during their burial.
Wow.
They take 3 of them because there are generally 3 soldiers who fire 7 shots each. They take 1 casing from each soldier and they put it inside of the case as well.
And then what's your end game here? Like, what do you plan to do with them, or just kind of you're not sure? I think it's a lot of things with the collections. Like Greg's got these salt and pepper shakers.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure. I've contacted some of the local VFWs to see if I could possibly donate them to them, where they could maybe find a more fitting place for them. But,
yeah. Interesting. See, everybody's got some kind of weird collection.
It's interesting.
Yeah. All right, Brian. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate you listening to the Woody Show.
Love you guys.
All right, love you.
Yeah.
All right, baby.
At least it's not scabs.
Yeah. At least it's American flag.
Fingernails.
Yeah, let's go to Jamie. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Hi.
So do you have like some kind of odd collection?
I don't know how odd it is. I think maybe I take it more seriously than other people who may collect the same thing. But I have all of the like cards, birthday cards, greeting cards, any kind of card that I've ever received from any human, for myself and my son for the past 20 years.
Wow.
That's great.
I hear you.
Like a nice email.
Well, Greg doesn't do that with.
Oh, yeah?
Greg doesn't do that with all the cards, Jamie. He only does that with certain ones, right?
Certain, like the ones that have a sentimental message in there. I do.
So every card I've ever given you.
Every card you gave me.
I always write a very nice note in
do.
any card that I give.
And then I keep them in a box.
How many of my cards do you have?
I don't think I've ever gotten a card.
See, I know Greg likes cards. So.
I do. Cards are the best.
I swear I've given you cards
I
before.
agree.
Yeah. And then what do you just got them like in a box, like with the closet like Greg does?
Oh, well, they take up quite a bit of space
I'm
now.
sure.
Because I also have, like, anything that I've received, like a nice text message, I'll even, like, email it to myself and print it out. So it now is, like, an entire walk-in closet.
Whoa.
Wow.
They're, like,
Damn, you get a lot of cards.
Like, notes that would have gotten passed around, like, when I was in high school from friends and stuff, like, just chronicling.
I have a bunch of those.
You do? You still have notes from high school?
Oh, heck yes. I have a box of
I
them.
probably do too.
I do.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun. Sometimes me and my best friend will like drink wine and go through our notes and from high school.
And
yeah,
what,
it's
like,
fun.
Like, what are the notes about?
Oh,
Just anything?
Yeah, anything. It could be like, I'm so bored in math class. Whatever. Like, I mean, they're not that interesting, but then like some of them will be about boys, and then we would have like code names for who the boys were. So even now we're trying to figure out who we were talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, Jamie, thank you for the call. I appreciate you listening to the Woody Show.
Thank you, guys.
All right, bye.
This card and text thing reminded me of this is an awesome tip for you. Mario gave this to me when we first started dating after our first date, and I went my way, he went his way, and on the way home, he texted me. You know, so glad we finally met and blah, blah, blah. And it was a very sweet, sentimental text. He printed them out and framed them in this cool frame.
Aww.
And now I have that first text. So pro tip for everybody, if you go on a first date, you think it's going somewhere and it's going to be a lasting, awesome relationship, print out the text and put it in a nice frame.
Whoa.
Yuck. Not yuck.
What?
What about if the
I'm sorry.
text
I meant,
is-
that was supposed to be the awesome button. Sorry.
What about if the text says...
The awesome button.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I slipped.
What about if it says you up?
Yeah, you up?
Yeah, was the Ween picture also in there? Did he include that in the frame thing too?